The Bobby Bones Show.
Whales are trying to talk to humans.
I knew it.
You didn't know it.
What are they trying to tell us?
We don't know. But whales are, as smart as dolphins. They're mammals.
Yeah, they're supposed to be smart.
Humpback whales are known for their intelligence and their cooperative hunting behaviors. They also mourn when someone dies. Elephants do that too.
It's crazy.
Scientists have been studying their communication, including a 2021 SETI Institute experiment where a whale named Twain responded to underwater whale calls. A 2024 study suggested that sounds made during hunting may serve as specific instructions to other whales, more so than just random noises. Recently, researchers observed humpbacks blowing bubble rings toward humans to send a message. This voluntary interaction is significant, which explores intelligence beyond Earth. Scientists see these behaviors as parallel to decoding signals from space, viewing the whale's actions as possible candidate signals, indications of intentional, intelligent communication with something we did not think could communicate with us.
That's so cool.
But they're seeing more and more they are trying to communicate with us. This is from Discover Wildlife. Like, what if our dogs, my dogs, I have two, what if they think when I'm just saying noises, because they don't know what I'm saying, they can hear certain noises that sound similar to action, so they act based on those actions. But what if they're like, these random noises these humans are making, do you think they're trying to tell us something?
Right.
Now, they probably aren't talking within each other. I think trees probably communicate with each other.
They do.
We think they do.
Oh,
yeah.
Absolutely they do.
Right.
No, I think they
We've read scientific journal
Yeah.
reports, but you guys are going like you know exactly what they're saying
yeah,
and how they're saying it.
they cry.
There was like
Okay, see? This is how it gets out of control.
No, there was a study where they
With
Okay,
plants.
quote the study, Amy. Not you, Amy.
What?
Him, Amy. No,
yeah.
I was yelling. No. I was yelling at him for being you.
Trust
So
me,
no
Google
offense,
it, you'll find it.
No offense to you, Amy.
No,
hey,
they're-
Amy.
Yeah, Eddie.
Yeah, no offense to
Amy,
me.
Amy over
Okay.
there. No, I agree. Trees can communicate with each other primarily through an underground network of fungi, not through crying.
No, they said that they turn the lights off and put black lights up and they can see some kind of lighting. Like one would light and then the other one would light.
Okay, there are also these airborne signals that are like floaties. We call them floaties that send messages. We think
But are
because we
those
communicate in a
aliens?
way. Correct. We think that's I jump in on that. Yep, absolutely right. We think because we communicate in a way with verbal signals that everybody else must as well. But don't forget, we
But they
also
don't.
use our hands and do nonverbal communication
Sure.
as well. But we don't really reflect that when we talk about how we talk. Because this could be talking. Amy, watch.
That is talking. You
Oh,
just sent me a message.
Right. What was that message?
Don't say it, Amy.
F you.
F you.
Loud and clear.
My point is that when we go, talking, we really only are talking about the verbal communication we're sending to each other. But anyway, whales are smart, okay?
Okay.
And they probably have, for hundreds of years, thousands of years, been communicating to us. We just don't know how to understand them. And that's wild. Whenever we finally do realize it, and they have that app that's trying to understand dolphins talking, whenever we finally realize what they're saying, who knows?
But I mean,
In this Earth reset or the next, when we figure out,
Reset.
it's a whole other theory I have. But, and then we look forever and go, can you believe we did not know what dolphins and whales were saying for thousands of years? And what they've been able to teach us has actually saved so much of the environment because now we understand the inner workings of places that we've never seen before and water. And that's all.
okay.
Why? What's your problem with that?
They also could just be making noises.
No, they're talking.
They could be.
But what are they
but
try-
there are
but-
also sometimes we just make noises.
They're trying to tell us something so sophisticated as to like,
Doesn't
hey,
have to be sophisticated.
Stop killing us.
well, yeah. I mean, I would cry out.
That's what they're saying.
too.
But
Or
we
like,
also make
I'm
noises that
hungry.
aren't super sophisticated.
Mhm.
So I do think there are probably lesser sophisticated
Oh,
noises.
well, I thought you said something. Maybe I misheard about how to better take care of the environment. Like they could inform us.
They could.
Okay, that sounds sophisticated.
That part. But we say things that are sophisticated and also very unsophisticated as well.
But it could be as simple as like stop throwing your trash in the ocean.
Right.
Because you're killing yourselves, not even us. But if I do this,
Tired.
You're tired.
that's not sophisticated, though. That sounds not sophisticated. They have, and now I'm fighting for their rights to have non-sophisticated sounds.
Do it again. Yeah, might be more than just tired. I don't know what though.
Anyway, whales are talking with us.
Let me ask you a question.
What?
If you found out that you can talk to dogs and you can hear everything they're saying, and
man.
they speak their mind. Do you think you'd still love them the way you do? Like if Stanley was like, "Screw you," and then like pooped on the floor.
Yeah. Yes. Now, the reason I say that is because I've read a bit on the brain capacity of certain animals, including dogs. Where, as Amy had used the word sophisticated, I do not believe that the dog brain is as sophisticated as the human brain. Now, the human brain may not be as sophisticated as the dolphin or the whale brain. We really don't know.
Well, we build cities and stuff.
Yeah, and who's to say they don't? But our cities,
They do under.
and we end up killing each other. We build cities.
They have airplanes.
They don't need airplanes, but we build cities and we build structures and we build automobiles that just kill us.
I mean,
So that's so smart.
Eddie,
Yeah.
think about a bird building a nest. It's crazy to me. When you watch it go collect its
Ever played
little...
The Sims?
No,
It doesn't always
yeah.
work out the best.
No, I agree. It's crazy, but like we could build a better nest.
I know.
And Bobby's
but,
saying
like,
that
the
they
fact that they're
could be
just...
more intelligent than we are.
Well, I know. I know.
But I think you're
I
valuing
know. I skipped over to birds.
what
but-
we've been taught to value in owning tangible things.
Yeah, the internet, phones.
But what if we didn't have that?
Then we'd probably be like, man, birds may be smarter than us.
I love the internet, don't get me wrong. But because we have it doesn't mean it's better than what we don't understand because we don't have it.
I don't understand that.
It may be awesome.
I tried to. I took a minute. And
It
I'm
may
like,
be
I don't-
awesome to be a freaking bird. Think about that.
Oh,
You don't
yeah,
have
no
to go,
worries
you
in
don't
the
have to go to
world.
work.
Except you could get eaten. Could get eaten.
Right. Like
But we
it's
can
a
get
stress-
shot.
It can be stressful.
We can get shot walking down the street.
You have to migrate.
They could also get shot.
Yeah, a little tougher though. I think more humans get shot than birds every day.
Dove season, dude.
Birds,
But
a lot of birds.
you could catch a virus.
and so could we.
Oh, that's true too.
Ever heard
Ooh,
of AIDS? Ever heard of it?
Yes, I
I
have.
remember-
Herpes,
I
the
remember
flu.
that.
Ever,
I have.
ever heard of it?
I have.
Yeah, exactly. One of the dumber conversations we've
Anyway,
ever had,
that's
probably.
deep.
Nah. Let's do some voicemails. Number 1, go.
I did not listen to the show back when Amy yelled her jokes. So this segment is completely new to me, and I love it. It is so hilarious. I think we should keep that up at least once a week.
Once a week. Okay.
I'll have to say rest of the year.
Oh no, I don't think my voice
will
can
blow her
handle
voice out.
that.
Do you like it, Amy? You like doing it?
It's a little awkward, but it gets uncomfortable, the yelling, but it's fine if they're enjoying it.
All right, next one up.
Hey, studio. I just wanted to say, if Lunchbox was a true... Hey, I have an idea for a bit. Bring your favorite old segment, whether it's about you or somebody else. I've been a listener for over 10 years, but I don't remember Bobby going to the psychic like you guys were talking about. So I think everybody should bring one of their favorite old bits. Okay, bye, guys.
I didn't remember you going to that psychic either.
I didn't remember it until you reminded me to think about it. You ever do that? You're like, dang, I've thought about this forever.
Right, yeah.
Yeah. I went to a psychic, but I felt it was as a bit. I don't think the psychic did, nor did the friend who paid for it, because I think it was pretty expensive.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's a tough bit to do because we don't remember the things that we don't remember until someone reminds us of it. But I did go to a psychic, and he was right about some stuff, except for it's all the stuff you could find on the internet. So how right was he?
Could have looked it all up.
Could have asked a freaking whale.
They're smart.
I remember going to the psychic and him being like, I feel like you have a very maternal presence. And if you don't now, at one point in your life, very maternal.
What does that mean? You're going to be a mom?
No, it means my grandma and my mom raised me.
Oh.
And I mean, yeah, okay. I was like, yeah, look on the internet. Wikipedia, ever heard of it?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't say that. I was like, oh, it's funny you say that.
Who wrote your Wikipedia?
I have no idea.
Like,
I don't even like to bring it up because I don't people jacking with it.
Okay, don't jack with it.
So I have no idea who
But if
writes
anyone
it.
wants to start one on me, they can.
They won't let you, probably. I don't
Who
think
do
you're
you want
famous
one?
enough.
What?
Yeah.
I think I barely make the cut. Barely.
Really?
Yeah. What have you done that needs to be on Wikipedia? Like you have to have like, I don't mean that in a bad way,
No. I've done some stuff.
but it needs to be cited. Like there needs to be internet sources.
Mhm.
Like what have you done? Because maybe I'm wrong.
I have to think about that.
Well, if you have to think about it, you
I
probably
walked
don't.
from West Virginia to Tennessee. That was a big deal.
Did that make the news or anything?
Yeah, I made the news. I got a few local.
Is there an
news.
article?
But that would
a
go.
lot of
that
articles.
probably could easily fit under the Bobby Bone Show Wikipedia.
Yeah, but so could all mine. Do you have a Wikipedia on you?
No, and I don't want one. Don't think I need one. Don't think I should.
I understand
have one.
not wanting one because people just get on it and jack it.
That's crazy. They can just change it, right?
Yeah, it's hard to change at times because there are certain rules. You can't just get on. You can't go raw dog and never have been on Wikipedia and then just get on and start editing. Right, Mike?
Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think I could sign up for an account right now and go edit it.
Yeah, you got to kind of prove.
Okay.
But anybody can edit it.
Oh, it says everyone can edit. I can start editing yours right now if I wanted to.
By everyone, though, I don't think, again, you can just start an account in raw dog and start editing it because that you would hop into the Pope from a new account.
Oh, and mess with
you
that
just
one?
start messing with it. I could be wrong, but it used to be you had to prove that you were like a member for a while, and anybody could that had an account and had a certain amount of membership, unless Wikipedia is just gone.
You just have to be logged in, and it does show your IP address, so and it's attributed to a username, so like any edits you make can be traced back to you. So maybe that's where the
See if you can edit a line to say he was awarded the Nobel Peace Prize for Comedy in 2019, and put that as like the third sentence.
Okay, hold on.
And let's just see if it stays.
She's gonna get banned.
Looks like they have bots that might trigger, like if you try to mess with something,
Mm-hmm.
it'll say like, no, it won't post it immediately.
We love a good bot.
Yeah.
Hold on, I'm creating an account. We'll see how easy this is.
Like, Amy, do you have one?
No, we just
said that.
I just feel like Amy like
We
wanted.
literally just said
and
that.
I just said I don't want one,
Wow.
and Bobby goes, I could understand you not wanting one.
Yeah. Is there a punishment for him not paying attention?
No, stop.
Listen, I don't really
Okay, wait. So what did you want me to add?
want to
Where
be in
at?
charge of
I
punishment.
won the Nobel Peace Prize for Comedy back in 2016. The same year the Chicago Cubs won the World Series.
And I think some pages have different restrictions than others.
Oh, mine probably have none.
Peace Prize back in 2018.
Yeah.
They're
There's
like,
some
ah.
that not everybody can
Like,
directly
I
edit.
barely get in the club, so I don't think they're protecting me very much
For what?
for comedy.
You want her to put the Chicago Cubs thing
I
in
don't,
there too?
I don't really care.
Oh dang! You have to know HTML to do this. Hold on, I gotta tap back into that.
You know what? Not worth it.
I got you. It's gonna be in here.
Do you know HTML?
Yeah, from a long time ago. It's just been it's been a while since I've had to do it.
From your MySpace days?
No, from starting way back when. Like our websites used to be HTML.
Let's see how accurate this is. Bobby Bones, an American radio and television personality best known for hosting the nationally syndicated The Bobby Bones Show, originating from the iHeart Studios in Nashville, Tennessee. His full-time mentor on ABC, American Idol, winner of season 27 of Dancing with the Stars. He's also written 2 New York Times bestsellers. Bones has released a number of country music albums through Black River Entertainment. I don't know about a number. Bones was born April 2nd, 1980, small community, Mountain Pine, Arkansas. I'm kind of bored with it, but it looks to be pretty accurate for now. Now somebody's going to jack with it for sure.
Oh, great.
Oh, here's an inaccuracy. Height, 6 foot.
No, that's not right.
6'1".
6'1". Can Morgan change that too while she's in there?
Well, she might as well. While she's got the hood up.
Yep.
So what?
While she's popped
So
it.
what do you want to be?
No,
What do you
no,
mean
what
what
do
I
you-
want to be? I
it's
want the
what he
truth.
is.
6'1".
Why not make it 6'2"?
Because that's a lie.
That's not true.
6
Okay.
foot 1 inch.
And 6'1" is true.
Do you put 6.1 or how would you? 6 foot 1 inch.
Amy, why are you looking at her like that?
It's been a long time since I wrote like out the height. Guys, I'm 5 foot. I've never had. I've
You go
never had
6
This is
feet.
this is so inaccurate about
1
Nashville. It says
inches.
Bones took over the slot hosted by longtime DJ Jerry House. I did not take over the slot from him. It was 3 years between when he retired and we came in.
There was a show I think between.
There was a show,
Yeah.
and not only that, that wasn't a syndicated show, nor was the show before us a syndicated show. I wouldn't have come if we weren't a syndicated show.
Inaccurate. Change it, Morgan.
Tear the whole page down. Delete the whole page.
I got your height changed.
Thank God. Yeah, that's not true. Co-host is Amy. Features producer Eddie,
That's-
Lunchbox, Raymundo. What?
That is true.
Morgan number 2, Mike D, Abby, and Scuba Steve. All right. Well, I'm kind of bored.
Where's
with my-
Ray?
He's there. Hey, she didn't
I-
listen. She
no,
didn't listen.
I didn't hear
She
Ray. I
wasn't paying
said
attention.
Morgan, Mike,
There's
D,
a difference in
and
not
Abby.
hearing and then missing a full part of the conversation.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
I didn't hear that you, Amy, said.
I mumbled through that. Anyway, I
know.
have sunglasses on today. My nose has got cuts in it from
What?
my other glasses.
Yeah, what? Okay. Yeah, what happened?
I would have told you. I was in the middle of that sentence when you started yelling. What happened?
Tell me.
I just kind of did.
Well, I know, but I've been curious, but I was waiting. I was like, well, I guess I'm going to wait for him to say something.
Well, I had a Band-Aid on my nose for 2 days. my glasses, if they push down into my nose, they cut my nose. So I have to put on different glasses so it puts pressure on a different part of my nose.
Okay.
Are they different glasses?
Yeah, what's happening?
That
with
made
No,
that
this?
happen?
if I wear a hat or if I play ball or
yeah.
something,
Um,
and it was really bright and I was playing pickleball with a hat on to keep the sun out of my face, and it pushed into my nose. And so if you see me wearing a Band-Aid on my nose, I didn't get punched in the face, but I'm wearing sunglasses because it's the only other glasses I could find this morning, and I have cuts on my nose, right in these two spots.
Oh, yeah, I see it.
But these sit in different spots. And I was in the bathroom a minute ago, and some guy I don't know in the office walks out, and I'm wearing sunglasses, washing my hands in the bathroom.
You're like, what's up,
Who
bro?
probably thinks I'm a total douche. She said, I'm not a douche, like I'm Wikipedia. I'm sick. Everything about me. You'll learn. Does it say 6-1 yet, Morgan?
Oh yeah, it says 6-1, and I got your Nobel Peace Prize in there.
Will you refresh, Mike?
I did.
Oh, it didn't accept it yet.
Hold on.
They probably have to approve
Oh,
it.
I have to save it. Hold on. It's on my preview. Publish changes.
It
There
says
it is.
musical career genres, country, should say also comedy, instrument, vocals,
Yeah, you play guitar, sing.
but it doesn't say anything about guitar.
Instrument.
Yes, it says
Oh,
vocals.
that's the
Are
category
you okay
instrument.
today?
Oh, my gosh. You said instrument,
No, yeah,
vocals. and so I thought it was two
instrument,
different ones.
Vocals.
Your sunglasses are making you a jerk. Take them off.
Oh no, it's turning me into somebody I don't want to be. Oh yeah, I'm 6'1" now. Nice.
What about that picture? Do you want to change the picture? Like if you're in
That
there.
is an old
That's what
picture.
I'm saying.
That's from like 2014.
Do you know where you were in that picture?
Yeah, New York, hosting a party for Brad Paisley. I haven't seen Brad Paisley since 2014, so I don't even know what that is. Can I send you a different picture, Morgan?
Yeah, let me see if I can change it.
Can I send you an AI one of like me with muscles?
Might as well.
You can do whatever you want. This is crazy.
What, you can just mess with somebody's Wikipedia?
Oh, I can literally go in and change all of it. I mean, it doesn't get cited, obviously, because a lot of these things are cited in here, but
I should do the AI picture of Eddie and I kissing.
No, don't put that up there. I mean, if you do that, then I got to have my own Wikipedia page. That way you can link to
Yeah,
it.
it'll be his Bobby's boyfriend.
Whatever, dude. As long as I have a page.
Okay, let's see. Somebody listening may create you a page. I'm just saying there's got to be some.
it says here that you believed in me and put me on air immediately. That's not how it
Is that
happened.
accurate?
No.
Yes, it
You
is.
did believe in me.
That picture's from 2014.
Uh-oh.
The Brad Paisley picture.
It's about to get
Jeez.
awkward.
I did believe in you. Put you on there
No,
immediately.
you did believe in me, but
Nobody else did. And
Number
and I was like, I
Jay
do.
Shannon didn't.
That's true. He believed in me though, so that allowed me to believe in you.
Yeah.
Okay, so Morgan, I'm gonna send you a picture here.
I called him out.
Who? Jay?
Jay.
Oh, I've said that to him before. Like,
Not to everyone else.
I've said it before. It's fine. It's funny. It's a joke. Haha. I'll be like, Jay, remember that time?
I don't know which one to put because it's a big picture here. You know,
It is.
it's like I need one that represents me like to the T.
Well, take your time. There's no rush. Morgan has access to the hood, so she can do this whenever she wants.
No, I gotta do it now. I'll forget about it. Okay, I'm gonna send you one. I'll do it from the ACMs. I had makeup on, so I look good. Boom. Sent Morgan, if you don't mind posting that as my picture.
You were a judge of Top Golf's Who Will Rock You?
Yeah, they pay me a bunch of money to go do like 3 episodes of a YouTube show.
Yeah, yeah. Who else was with you
Maggie.
on that? Maggie.
Oh,
Rose,
okay.
yeah.
I remember this now. Okay. See, we forget even things like that.
There you
Oh,
go.
do you own this? I have to say this is my own work. So do you own that photo?
Yeah, I think. Yeah, I own that photo.
Okay.
Oh, your Guinness World Record is in here.
For what?
Ours. What? For what? The only Guinness World Record we have?
You said your, meaning
your.
me.
Your.
So when I say for what, and then you hit me back with
Okay,
that tone. I
sorry.
got my glasses on. I'm fired up now.
You are,
Yeah.
dude.
Bunch of jerks.
Bones and his
Turn into
crew were
Bono.
part of a team that set a Guinness World Record for most hunger relief meals packed in 1 hour
Wait, that's our record?
for Haiti. Yeah, we have a Guinness World Record.
Okay, then that needs to go on my Wikipedia.
So here's what I want you to do. This is a fun bit. Between now and tomorrow, make bullet points of what you think would go on your Wikipedia.
Okay, I
and
love
we
it.
will determine tomorrow if you deserve a Wikipedia page.
Love it.
Morgan, is my new page up?
Yep. It's
All right.
up there. But now it's hold on. I gotta edit that.
Oh,
again.
there I am.
Hold on, I gotta edit it.
What was our world record in?
The most hunger relief meals packed in an hour for Haiti.
Is there a reference link on that? Because if so, if Eddie's not mentioned, he does not get credit.
What do you mean? She said it's our record. So all I have to do is attach that clip that she just said. Boom.
Wait, that bad picture of me is still up.
I know. Hold on. I'm deleting it. I got you.
This is a dangerous game we're playing.
No.
I'm just going to be this character now.
Sorry, I told you I was relearning all.
Do better. I'm just going to be a jerk this whole podcast.
Ah, dang it. Now I got kicked out.
Oh, for trying to change the picture, that was the limit. That's where they draw the line.
Classic. Hey,
Just please try again in a few minutes.
classic idiot over there. I didn't feel good. I didn't like saying that.
I mean, it sounded like you wanted to say
I didn't
it.
like saying
I
that.
wonder if they're reverting some of these changes.
Oh, no, they're going back to 6 foot.
Really?
I'm shrinking. I'm melting.
It took
So it's not that easy.
Dang.
It's not that easy. You probably change it for a minute, but it goes back.
It took both of my changes away.
The picture's still up for now.
So, Amy, would that make me a philanthropist? Because I can add that to my
Yes,
title.
you are. You are a philanthropist, also for
No, no,
foster
no, no.
care. He is.
Yeah,
Okay,
For foster-
that
Yep.
fair enough.
Well, no, and feeding Haiti.
Which Eddie?
You didn't even remember doing
No,
that.
yeah, she reminded me. That was a long time ago.
It was a long time ago.
But I think if you go to one event, it doesn't make you a philanthropist.
No, it wasn't one. You think like, who's a big philanthropist?
Bill Gates.
Bill Gates. You think Bill Gates remembers everything he's done? No.
Okay,
Eddie,
but
I
that's,
have a foster care philanthropy thing you can get involved with in September.
Okay.
You
love
in?
it. Yes, absolutely.
It's at Topgolf.
Oh, I think you've
Let's
done it.
go.
I think you've done enough in that
No,
world
it's
to be a philanthropist.
continued
But I'm saying
there.
you just wanted to base it off that one event.
Well, I just need to stack all my credentials, dude. Get as much as I can in there.
And then Bobby can sponsor us.
And then host Too Much Access.
Yeah.
Bobby, I'll go ahead and lock you in for that.
I prefer not to be locked in for anything.
No, we're
Yeah, I'm really
remember when you-
I'm really in my non-locked in stage of life.
I'll circle back in September.
Let's go to Ray. Give me number 4.
Hey, I'm going to leave the gap. Morning, studio.
Morning.
The joke is, what do you call a guy that tells dad jokes all the time, but he doesn't have any children? He's a faux pas. Anyways, thanks, guys. Bye.
That's good.
It's not bad.
That good. Give me the next one, please.
Hi, Bobby Bones. This is Vanessa from Austin, Texas. Just calling. I have just smiled so hard and laughed to myself this past week. 2 quick things. Lunch has to get Employee of the Quarter. He is just crushing it every day. And also, Ray, he needs to talk more. Susan, whenever he has the mic, he is hilarious, and y'all are awesome.
Thank you for that. Lunchbox is gone for the rest of the day, so he will not be able to hear that, nor will we won't tell him that either. And then Ray, I think Ray gets the mic an adequate amount of time. I mean, there's a reason. I like to think I put people in a place to succeed, and when they start not succeeding, I pull them away. And if you give Ray the mic too much, oh boy. Ray's hilarious, but we've gone down Ray Avenue before, and sometimes you end up somewhere, you're just confused as where you got dropped off.
Like the birthday conversation? Oof.
Oh, don't get me started on that. Ray wants me to go to some concert with him. Ray, what is it? Big Mike?
Yeah, so it's Mike Stud. He's my boy. I've never met him in person, though.
What?
But been a
Wait,
fan
so
of
he's
his.
not your boy?
Oh, my God.
He is, though.
So is David Letterman my boy?
I've had interactions with him.
Have I?
Yeah.
No.
See.
But I never met him.
I know. I think the virtual thing almost works nowadays because it happens so much.
Have you Zoomed with Mike
All the
Stud?
time. Talk on any of his Instagram lives. Aaron Rodgers was on his
Hold
one
on.
time.
You said you Zoomed with him. Have you ever Zoomed with Mike Stud?
No, but I've been on his Periscope. I was on his...
So you watched him do it live?
Yeah, and then commented, and then he would comment back to me.
Okay, go ahead.
So anyways, he invited me. He was doing a Philly show, and I commented on the Instagram. I go, dude, you got to bring that wave to Nashville. And he goes, I'm bringing the wave in July. You got to bring Bobby. And so I got to thinking, I'm sure Mike would hook me up with tickets. He's a cool guy. But the caveat is, I bring you, we're doing backstage. He's probably going to bring all the Titans players. Aaron Rodgers will be there because he's best friends. Marcus Stroman, Kelsey, all these dudes wear Stevenson Ranch, which is what he owns. That is what the world's our oyster, but you have to come to this show with me.
I don't know half the words you just said. if
I
I'm
get
being
that.
honest.
Yeah.
Where is the show?
In Nashville.
And you think Aaron Rodgers and Travis Kelsey are going to be at the Nashville show?
And probably a lot of Titans guys.
Well, I could understand some Titans. I don't, and I say this because, I say this respectfully, I don't know his music.
I know.
I don't know a lot of major stars' music.
It's niche. But you should see some of these videos. The people are just bouncing off the walls, and you've never heard of him, and he'll make an amphitheater jump off the rails, man. That's just how it is with the music scene nowadays.
I agree. One of my good friends, whose name is Ben Rector, who is had a lot of success through a lot of years. We were playing golf one day, and we had another friend with us who came because he was my friend, and he was like, "Oh, Ben Rector." He said, "I had a friend who wanted to go to your show, so I went to an amphitheater, and you were playing, and I didn't know it was your show, but you were the headliner, and there were 8,000 people there." And I was like, "What the heck?" And he meant that as a compliment,
Mm-hmm.
but you can not know someone's music, and they can still be massive this day and age because everything kind of finds their corner of the internet, their niche, the people that want it. Way less gatekeepers. Algorithms are the gatekeepers now more so than the people working record labels. I think I'm going to pass on the concert, but I appreciate that.
Just something to think about.
Okay. No, I'm still going to pass.
Okay.
Yeah, I thought about it for a minute. I don't think it's for me.
I know, and it kind of hurt me when he said, "Bring Bobby."
So, Ray, you think you're out because Bobby's not going to go, so then you can't go?
Yeah, it was all in the sentence because then, maybe he just likes me because of the show.
I'm sure he's good because I'm looking at videos with a massive crowd. I'm not familiar with his music. I don't even go to concerts to people I like.
True.
Yeah, this is one of those maybe you leave with a different perspective because they say you go there and catch a wave.
Man, can I tell you something? I've got plenty of perspectives. That's the thing.
I mean, he's best friends with Aaron Rodgers. They changed each other's lives, man.
I can't stand Aaron Rodgers.
How did they change each other's lives?
He's the one that gave him all the deep perspective on life and made him start thinking about everything.
That's quite the statement that he gave Aaron Rodgers all the deep perspective on life.
Yeah, they hang out. Aaron Rodgers went on tour with him, and they'd do podcasts together and just sit in front of the crowd and talk to him.
How do you know Aaron Rodgers didn't give him perspective on life?
Because Mike Stud, I've known him for 10 years. Aaron Rodgers.
You haven't known him, by the way. You haven't known him. You've only been
certain,
on his Periscope, which doesn't even exist anymore. By the way, in case Periscope does not exist anymore. I'm almost positive.
My point is this: I've known Mike Stud's personality, how deep he is. Mike Stud thinks about every word he says, and he reads all kinds of books, this, that, and the other. Aaron Rodgers didn't start doing the Attahusha until he got to become that deeper thinking type of guy.
So this is what happens with Ray, because I'm very interested in Ray as a person, and when he starts talking, I'll walk down the road with him, but then I'm just like, where am I right now? I'm arguing if Mike Stud has been affecting Aaron Rodgers.
I thought that certain substances affected Aaron Rodgers.
I think Aaron Rodgers is a
that
person
gave him perspective.
that chases perspective.
Yeah.
Something else that Ray sent me that I laughed out loud at, and I'm not sure if I laughed if I'm uneducated or Raymundo is uneducated, but he said, hey, at school, at a high school near me, they're playing Little House of Horrors.
Yeah.
And so I think it's either one of two things. I don't think it's called Little House of Horrors.
What's it called? I thought that's what it was called.
It's not.
Best Little Whorehouse in Texas is one. It could be Little House of Horrors or Little Shop of Horrors.
Oh, Little Shop
Little
of
Shop of
Horrors.
Because I was in Little Shop of Horrors. I've never seen House of Horrors.
Oh, okay. That's
Ray
what it
said
is.
there's a Little House of Horrors playing. Ray, if it's House of Horrors, you got to go if it's at a high school. Well, maybe you shouldn't go if it's at a high school. But I need to know what you meant.
The House of Horrors. I just see because I'll drive past it when I'm like going to my town, and it says performing the next couple weekends, Little House of Horrors.
No, I don't think
It's
that's
got to be Little Shop.
It's got to be Little Shop of Horrors, not Little House of Horrors.
How's it spelled, Ray?
The bad way.
There's no way it's spelled WHORES.
Ray would know.
At a school? No, it's got to be HO.
No.
What about that?
Wait, hold on.
Horrors.
Horrors. Yeah.
Yes.
Go ahead. Sorry.
But he said W.
Ray, what do you think you see on the sign?
Little Shop of Horrors.
Okay, so you've already changed it here. You have Little House of Horrors on the note that he sent me.
Right.
He goes, should I go watch Little House of Horrors? My answer is no to Little House of Horrors, especially at a high school. But I think you mean Little Shop of Horrors.
That's why it caught me by surprise, honestly. And I said, you're the thespian. You would know, is this a good show?
Who's the thespian?
Bones.
You're a thespian?
I've acted more than anybody else on the show. But I still wouldn't consider myself a thespian.
But then, oddly enough, there was a picture of a plant.
That's the shop.
Little Shop of Horrors.
Yeah, he's
It's a Venus flytrap.
That's it.
Wow.
There are no horrors. There's Best Little Whorehouse in Texas with Dolly Parton.
Which is weird. Because that is the bad one. It's the Best Little Whorehouse of Texas.
Yeah, but that's a movie.
I know, but what's that about? I've never seen it, but that can't be good. That's not horror.
It's from like the 80s, I think. And I think I watched it once, and it wasn't bad. I think Burt Reynolds is in it. I need to look.
Pardon my ignorance. So are they doing a play off of Little House of Horrors, and it's actually called Little Shop of Horrors, but they want you to think in your mind, mix it up as the inappropriate one?
I think the play is just a Little Shop of Horrors. There's no horror reference.
Wow.
No, not wow. It's just Little Shop of Horrors. And thank you. That's the segment with Ray. Morgan, you still editing over there, Wikipedia, or are you off?
No, I mean, I got the photo up, but it took all my other stuff down.
Okay. Let's take a break. Amy wants to apologize for saying Department Q sucked.
Yeah.
On Netflix.
I guess I finally got to the part where I'm now drawn in. Like, I get it now. And now I'm invested and I need to know. I need answers. So I'm sorry.
Meaning
I need answers
from the show.
So I have to keep watching because I need answers. And I
was surprised you were like, it sucks.
I didn't say it that way. I said I just wasn't feeling it.
She's not feeling this.
I wasn't feeling it right
She's
now.
not feeling
I wasn't
this.
feeling it. But now I get it. Mm-hmm. And I finally figured out who that guy was that threw the TV out and ran away.
Oh, no.
I couldn't figure out who he was.
Is that a spoiler?
Nope.
Oh, yeah.
Just checking.
It's like, you know.
But you know him from something?
No, I just couldn't figure out who he was in relation to the main girl.
Oh, then you didn't watch any of the show.
No, I did. It's just that I'm doing other things.
He's a
and
main
then
character. He's an absolute main
yeah,
character.
Yeah, now I get that.
Okay, moving on.
Yeah.
Pennsylvania has launched a Fill My Hole project.
Excuse me?
For potholes.
Film I hole.
No.
Fill my
Fill my
hole.
hole. Which is even worse.
Yeah, fill my hole?
Sounds terrible.
Fill my hole. That is
Yeah.
a very creative campaign. The town launched an electronic reporting form where residents can easily submit a hazard or pothole. They call it the Fill My Hole campaign.
I mean, you're thinking dirty, but that's what they're doing.
No,
they're
I
filling that
wasn't-
pothole
The
up.
slogan is all holes, no waiting. No, they want you to think dirty.
I never thought
it's a
dirty.
double entendre.
Okay.
Dude,
How is this getting more holes filled?
Well, thanks for asking.
She wants to know.
In a Facebook post, the town explains some holes may require a little more TLC. But rest assured, you'll be provided with a reason if we're unable to fill it ourselves. The comments on the post show that the hilarious campaign phrasing was not lost on the residents.
Okay.
Local 21 News. Why did you think Film I
Film.
I thought it was film my hole. And it was like you take a picture or you like video it and then you send it to him. Stupid.
That one's stupid, but that's better. I thought you said Film I Hole.
No. Film my
My
hole.
hole.
But man, we need that here.
Which part?
Fill my hole. Like
It's terrible.
bad.
Yeah, we have bad potholes here. It's because the weather changes so much here, too. Because what happens is, as we know, water gets down in the
under the pavement.
street, and then it freezes or whatever, and it cracks the
Breaks it
crap.
up.
Yeah, fill my hole, buddy. Okay. Amy, over to you. What do you have?
Okay, so I saw this like girl talking about a work habit that will make you more productive and is to always decline meetings that don't have a clear agenda. And I'm like, how would you ever do that? Like, do you do that? Like, what's your method of handling meetings? Because, like, how would I even find out? Like, hey, is there a clear agenda for this meeting? Because we have meetings often and it's just like, hey, this is Zoom. Well, if sales arranges it or whatever, and then we're on Zoom.
many meetings at all.
Okay, but I mean, I don't know that I'm always provided a clear agenda, and I couldn't imagine just being like, if there's no clear agenda, I'm not showing up, because normally, like, during the meeting, that's when I find out what it is. So I was just like, some people operate this way.
Can't really say I'm not coming to the meeting unless you tell me specifically what it's about, unless you hold the prominence to do so. You can't be someone that was just hired and like, okay, all hands meeting, general productivity. Excuse me, I prefer not to go unless you tell me what it's about. No, you're new.
Yeah.
It's kind of where you rank in
So
the
this
hierarchy.
is not a work productivity tip for just anybody.
I would say my productivity tip is don't have meetings. I hate meetings. I hate having them. I hate being a part of them. But again, my TikTok, it tells me I'm a highly intelligent individual.
Correct.
And people hate meetings that are highly intelligent individuals because they process things so much faster than everybody else. And they're like, why aren't people getting this? Like, I could have read this on one page and never come and done a better job.
Well, you and I had a meeting last week, and you did
Exactly.
well. Like you're
What
good at
meeting?
you're good at meetings.
It was just you
we
two?
were in a boardroom.
It was just us two.
Bobby, Amy
It was a fill my hole meeting,
No,
but I was the one that needed the whole filled.
no, we were in a board room.
About once every year, a client will come in and they will fly in and have a meeting. Now, that's not even so much about the meeting to me. It's just showing,
That's more like a relationship.
hey, I'm
Yeah.
here. Let's talk about your concerns type thing. More so than let's figure something out.
Right.
But
I'm just saying, like, you're good at meetings. It's weird you don't like them. That's all I'm saying.
He's good at getting the meeting moving. Like
I think that's what
know
you
I
saw.
mean?
Me going, okay, that's what I think. That's how I feel. How do you feel? Got it. All right, cool.
That's what I've noticed.
Thank you, everybody. Appreciate you coming. And they're like, you appreciate us coming? We called it.
Wait a second. Huh?
And all of a sudden, everybody's confused, and I'm out of there. I don't hold many meetings at all because I think in a group setting, it's hard.
Oh,
to
yeah,
keep,
we don't have meetings here. That's something listeners may think we have meetings.
Never. Maybe once every 14 months if I'm pissed about something, and it's like we all need to get together so I can just say it to everybody all at once. But that almost never happens.
It's been a bit.
Yeah, I would say that's definitely not once every 14 months. It's like once every 14 years.
Maybe. Yeah. Yeah, we don't have meetings. We don't have meetings pre-show. We don't have meetings post-show. We don't have meetings. If there's something that we need to talk about, we'll go one-on-one and have a quick chat in my office. Or if something's bothering one of you guys, it can be something personal or private. Hey, can I talk? Yeah, let's go hop in the office real quick. Got it? Cool.
Well, yeah, that may happen.
And that's not a meeting. That's just like
Like we need to talk.
a talk.
Yeah.
Yeah, no meetings here.
And it's quick. It's really good.
I
the
also
point.
I do not do, and I hate, and I'm bad at small talk. I'm bad at it. It's like we have time. Let's use this time effectively. So, what is the issue? Cool. We're either going to figure it out now, or you're going to give me some time to figure it out, and I'll see you when we get it figured out.
Man, I like the small talk better than the actual meeting.
Mm-hmm.
It's my favorite part.
Man, when we get to a meeting and I'm called into one, and it's like a boardroom, and there's 13 people, and people are all like, Chris, what'd you do last night? Oh my God. Don't let there be a weapon in that room because I'm about to use it on myself. That's the worst. It's like, why are we all here so you guys can chit chat? You can chit chat in the office all day. Like, go. Every day, I would say not even once a year, every year and a half or 2 years or so, they'll go, hey, we have this research on the show. And I'm like, I don't need to go to this meeting. Send me the PDF. I can look at everything on this PDF and see everything that you're going to tell me. I don't need to sit through it. I don't need you to read me everything from the research. Because what they do is they put it up on a graph, and I like the people doing it. It's not a people thing. But I think I'm worse for going to and having to sit in the meeting than I am if they just send me the PDF and go, here you go. Here's some research that we've done on the show on certain segments. I will sit there by myself and look at it and go through instead of people having to read me what I'm already looking at.
Did you go to the one where we all went to eat?
No, he wasn't there.
You weren't there. We just us because
Oh.
you probably had your own individual.
Yeah.
I couldn't remember if you were there though.
Yeah. No.
Come to think of it, you definitely weren't because
I
it wouldn't have lasted as long as it did.
No, yeah.
We ate.
Like we had
Wouldn't
food.
Happen. Wouldn't happen.
And, like we got to.
If you want to buy us food, let's have the meeting first, and then we'll go eat food because I know when there's food on the other side, people win the meeting faster.
Yeah.
I'm very anti-meeting culture because people
Okay.
just use it to waste time. And I don't need it. Literally, you just hand me a sheet and tell me what you think can be improved. Show me the reason you think that. I'll see if I agree with that. Most of the time, I will agree with that if you're providing data. And I'll be done with that in 4 minutes, and then I'll go back to it in a day or so. But sitting in a meeting going, you'll see up here on slide 7, again, where's the weapon? I hate it. I hate it so much. Yeah, no, there's no. I'd rather be dead than go to a dinner talk about work stuff.
Yeah.
And now, if it's with people for work, that's relationship building, totally different because you're not there for a meeting with an agenda. You're literally there to build a relationship. I'll do that sometimes. That's fine. Yeah, let's go. We got a big sponsor in town, big client. Love to meet with them. Let's go have dinner. We can actually talk about the things that I'm annoyed with and not be annoyed because that's what you do at one of those. That's the agenda. Talk about things.
When you do dinners like that, do you talk while you guys are eating?
I do very few dinners like that. However, thank you for asking. Yeah, I have to be the entertainment at those things. It's also why I'm annoyed by them. Because it's like, hey, so-and-so's coming to town. It's not always radio, but let's say it's any project. I got to go and perform for freaking 2 hours now.
While you're eating.
The whole time. Yeah. Because if I'm not, they're like, well, he really wasn't the most friendly guy at dinner. I'm trying to eat. That's all. How'd that come up?
Amy's story.
Yeah,
meetings.
the productivity tip was to always decline meetings without a clear agenda.
So I have one
That's a
coming
stupid
up.
tip, though. I just want to
Okay.
say that's a stupid tip because you can't decline meetings unless you have the authority /
that's
ability
why
to
I-
decline the meeting. That person's going to get fired in the regular workplace. They have to be running a small business or be a major part of it. They can also, if someone says, "Hey, this work. Hey, we need to have a meeting, a general sales meeting." If you tell me specifically what it's about, I will be there.
But
No
if
doubt
not-
about it. Never. But right now, I have the authority to do that. I may not in 3 years. I may not in a year. But if Rick, our guy, is like, "Hey, we need to have a meeting. It's just about some sales stuff." I'm gonna need you to elaborate a little bit. Well, it's just on the show. Why don't you why don't you call Morgan number 1, and she'll have a meeting with you and everything that these general thoughts, she'll get them up to me.
And they're like, okay.
They don't do that anymore.
Oh.
It's always a specific meeting at a specific time. It's only going to go this long because I'll come in dialed in and focused. I will crush. But yeah, no, I don't like when people just are generic, or I should say, when they're vague. Because I don't do well with vagueness. Go ahead. What were you saying? Are you done?
I'm done. I think you said, how do we start talking about that? And then I reminded you again, and then we kept talking about it.
Oh, I was gonna say that I have a meeting on Friday, and I was like, okay, maybe I'll tell them we're not having it.
No, I wouldn't do that. I would recommend you not doing that.
It would just be like, if you can provide me with a clear agenda, I will be there.
Right.
I wouldn't. No. Just say, "Hey, would you mind providing me with a clear agenda?" Don't say, and I'll be there. I think it's fair to ask that. Hey,
Who is
can
it
you
with? I mean, you don't have to say who, but like, is it like a work?
Yeah, it's a work thing. It's like an advertiser. But what do you?
Oh, well, you need to go.
But like, okay,
Yeah,
so
you don't be trying to walk out of that thing.
well, Amy was giving me the idea.
No.
I think it's a
Bobby
terrible
said-
idea.
No, I wasn't bringing this as something you should actually do. I was bringing it to discuss. But also, Bobby and I just talked about how if it's with a client, that's a relationship. That's not.
It's fair though to ask for an agenda, and I will also in some of these client meetings, I will say, "Hey, you got to get me out of there in 30 minutes."
Oh, to your people.
Yeah, because I will not be the bad guy. I know when I go into one of these meetings, I'm Mr. Entertainment. I need to be entertaining, and I need to present effective thoughts. So I'm in. Here's my ideas. Here's what I think will work. Here's what you guys do great. Here's what we do great. Here's what we can do better at. And I'm doing some jokes. I'm killing. But I know I got somebody in that meeting going, at 11:30, I got to get him out. And so what Rick will do is to go, "Hey, look, I don't want to keep Bobby too long because he's got a lot to do. He'd probably stay here all day if we let him, but so we're gonna need to let him go. Bobby, thanks." And then I do this. I mean, I don't have to go, but I do every time.
And Rick's like,
yeah.
son of
No. I'm like, well, I don't have to go, but I appreciate that because I do have some stuff I got to get to. But if there's anything you guys need, let me know. But if you need me, I'll stay. No. Rick's like, no. I think we're good. We can handle it from here. All right, man. I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. Oh, we got that down. It's like a play.
Science.
Yeah. Eddie, what do you have?
So there's a news anchor out of Houston who she's Hispanic, and she's getting a lot of flack because she signs off with her from her news report saying "Buenas noches."
A bunch of racists.
And
huh?
people are like, "Whoa! Like, why are you saying that? Like, you do the rest of the broadcast in English. Why are you talking Spanish at the end of it?" But she's like, "I'm not changing. This is who I am, and it's my culture, and I want to keep doing it."
I'm interested in the story because it's an English newscast, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So she's doing the newscast in English.
All in English. And at the very end, kind of like Walter.
People are getting mad because she says Buenos noches.
Yeah.
Which means good night.
Which means just good night.
Yeah.
That's it. She's the evening anchor. It's like, but those catchphrases like, what did like Walter Cronkite used to say? Like, thank you.
Good
luck.
night. Good morning. And if I don't see you later, good evening.
Yeah, something like
No,
that. right?
that's Truman Show. But still, yeah.
So like, but it's kind of cool that she has her own, and she says that it makes her feel connected to her community in town. Which I mean, there's a lot of Hispanic.
That's not her
community
own.
in-
First of all, let's not say Buenos noches is her own.
No, but she likes doing it.
Yeah, I think it's
And-
great. Have at it. You're not hurting anybody. People get upset about everything. So that many people aren't even upset. It's probably 7 people online.
I mean, it's enough for like the management to be like, should you stop saying
And what town is it
that?"
in?
It's in Houston.
Where they have a heavy Hispanic
That's
population.
what I'm saying. Lots of Hispanic people. And
I
mean,
could understand if in like Kentucky,
right.
someone ends with Buenos noches. It would just be a little weird, but who cares? It's your. And also with the news, if you don't do something with a little personalization and flair, local news, that who watches that anyway?
I agree.
Yeah.
What if you're like German?
Seems,
and you say like Guten Tag? Because that would be like, whoa.
Well, I think Guten Tag is like good day, good morning.
Look, whatever good night is. What's good night in German? Or what? You know French?
What you just said German.
I know, but any language that's not Spanish, because Spanish, a lot of people here know Spanish. So you say Buenos noches,
So
people
if
kind
I
of
were to
understand
go,
that.
hey, thanks for watching the news. Au revoir.
Yeah, that would strike weird.
That would be French. Yeah.
Au revoir.
Guten Tag, because I would do that. I would try to talk in the accent. Guten Tag.
When you were,
I
when you were
think
there?
in German it's like Guten Nacht. Guten Nacht. I don't know. What is it, Mike?
I don't really know what to say, but I think it's the Guten Nacht.
Oh, with a T at the end?
With the N though. Like
What is that?
I thought it was Guten Tag.
No, that's day. I
Good
believe
day.
that's good day. From my
So,
one
Guten
day
Nacht.
in Germany, I
Guten
think
Tag is.
Guten Nacht.
Guten Nacht is good night.
Well, that sounds like good night.
Yeah,
You say it real fast.
Guten Nacht.
Guten Tag, I think, is good morning, good day.
So if an anchor said like Guten Nacht, they'd be like, okay, that's a weird accent, but okay, we'll take it.
Well, if you went hard on the accent too.
Guten Nacht.
I am Jonathan Rivers, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your evening. Guten Nacht. That'd be weird.
That'd be a little weird.
But also, you're in Texas, Spanish.
Sure.
The Hispanic population. There's
Yeah.
a lot. Yeah, people need to relax.
Anyway, I thought that was kind of cool.
What's cool?
That she's still going to do it.
Oh, I think it's stupid that people are mad about it.
For sure. So dumb.
Morgan, what do you have?
Okay, so a boyfriend got caught cheating.
Yours?
No, not mine. A
Oh my
boyfriend.
goodness.
You sounded like you
I
were
wouldn't-
saying mine.
Sorry, a boyfriend.
And she's smiling.
Yeah.
No, this is not how I would tell you guys that news.
Okay, go ahead.
No, so this girl is very particular about her skincare routine and like has all her products, and she went out of town and got back and noticed that like one of them was just a little bit off. Did some research. The girl that he was having a fling with used her skincare.
Dang, that's on her. If I were mad, if I had that dude and I was like, you came to my house, I'll let you into my house to cheat with you, and this is how you repay me?
Oh my god!
By using my girl's skincare?
You know better than that.
You would notice if your bottle's a little like the bottle was what turned the wrong way.
She said the
or-
cap was, and like the texture of her product was different. She's somebody who's
texture-
very particular about her skincare.
What if so my toothpaste versus my wife's toothpaste, we have two different toothpastes, we have different brands. My toothpaste, if you open that lid, there's just kind of blah, blah. Do I need to explain what that means? When I open the lid, blah,
I know exactly
and
what that
hers
means.
is like this.
Perfect.
Perfect.
Yeah, there's no blah, blah, all around.
You probably
yeah,
leave
like
yours open.
is like my child's.
Yeah,
my
okay,
child's
fair
is
enough.
blah, blah,
Like
everywhere.
mine
And I'm
too.
like, why?
Guten Tag to you too, right?
I don't understand though. I'm like, why is your toothpaste such a mess?
So what if she came and I'd been at the house and all of a sudden she opens it up and mine is like, she'd probably go like, not that I was cheating, but something's up. Like, did somebody clean? Why did he decide to do that?
Yes.
Like, so I would compare it to something like that, because if she uses her skincare products religiously every night, certain time, treats her bottles a certain way, and all of a sudden it's not that, I could see her going, this is weird.
And that's exactly what happened. And she like questioned him. And it was kind of weird too, because it kept saying in the article that it was her place. So I don't know if he like brought over his fling to her
that's
place for
dirty
this
dog.
to
What on
happen
earth?
too.
That's dirty dog.
But she was like, listen, you know what? The cheating sucks. But like, you messing with my skincare, that's a whole other.
Oh, you crossed the line.
Yeah.
That sucks. Karen Reed is not going to testify in her retrial. And I fully agree with this. I think it's a great idea for her not to testify. She's going to win this thing. Why would you even risk it? You've already won the case. There's no way that jury finds her guilty. I was watching one of the prosecutors basically have to admit he lied. And lawyers use different words. And I'm sorry, I lied. But he was like, I know the jury has to strike this evidence of the holes in the sweater because was wrong with how he said it. Turns out it was the person who was administering the test that created the holes in the sweater. And so
Dang.
they now are saying Karen Reed will not testify. Why would you put yourself at risk? It's like being up 7 points with 12 seconds to go. The other team has no timeouts. Why would you start chunking Hail Marys? You don't need to even throw any passes. Knee the ball. Because you know what happens if you don't knee the ball? We saw it last year in college football. Even just running the ball. You fumble. There's a chance you fumble. And what you're doing is making yourself vulnerable to a possible fumble by putting her up there when you don't need to. Game's won. It's over. So Karen Reed will not testify in her retrial. Karen Reed made the comments to reporters yesterday after leaving the courthouse. A biochemist who is likely the defense's last witness took the stand late yesterday and will resume testimony this morning. The defense is working to prove that Reed is being framed by police for the death of John O'Keefe. Reed is accused of hitting her Boston cop boyfriend with her SUV and leaving him to die in a snowstorm in 2022 from WCVB. Justice for Karen Reed. And people are like, well, why don't you want to testify? Probably because she's guilty. Nope. Again, you wouldn't throw a pass when you're up a touchdown with 6 seconds to go and they have no timeouts. So they're not going to throw a pass. They're not going to run the ball. They're going to take a freaking knee, and that's what they should do. Any thoughts on that?
Yeah, wow. That's crazy. I mean, I agree. I wouldn't take the stand either.
I'd probably mess it all up.
If you did decide to take the stand?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I know. I was there. No, I don't remember. Was I there? I don't know.
All I know, film in my hole? No, man. We said it's fill my hole. Now the jury doesn't believe anything you say. Yeah, so I don't know that I'd be friends with Karen Reed in real life, but I don't need to be her friend in order to see what I think is severe injustice happening here. And I'm all for backing the blue. I do all the time with my words, with my money at times. But I feel like that version, I feel like they're being a bit dishonest.
Well, something.
I believe they're being a bit disingenuous. I believe that they probably didn't mean for this to be a massive cover-up, but next thing you know, one's looking out for the others, looking out for 3, 7's looking out for 10. All of a sudden, everybody's involved. And oops, we got ourselves a cover-up.
So if she is found not guilty, what do they do after that? Because they still want to find.
Well, out what happened, you would think.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
So do they start investigating more to
You
see
don't
who
have
else
to.
they can?
You don't have to.
It so just becomes
They'll
like
probably fake one for a bit and go like, we're here to find the killer. But I think they've attached their identity so much to her being guilty that even if she's found not guilty, they'll go, we still think she's guilty. We still think it's her. And the justice system did not come through. I think that would probably be their narrative because they've never been open to it being anybody but her. Even in that documentary that you watch that's on Max, there's no thought of whoever it is, we want justice for John. They're like, we know Karen did it, and that's the only justice for John. And that doesn't feel fair.
No.
They don't want justice for John. They want Karen Reed to go down because they feel either A, that it's her, or B, that it has to be her because they know it's not her and they're covering up for who it really is. That's my thoughts.
So, I mean, again, so if it is the cops, like just hypothetical.
Well, I'm not saying all the cops did it.
I'm not saying that either.
I think
but
the cops are working with each other to make sure none of the cops go down in that small sect in Massachusetts.
So if that's the real scenario, say that's the real scenario that really happened, are they stress-free during this whole trial?
No, they're probably trying to cover their butts. They have an attorney that's telling them how to say certain things.
I know, but it seems like they'll never get in trouble if they were a part of it.
So, no, inaccurate because the FBI is investigating the one cop, remember? So anybody they find that is lying or they find that they were lying or if there was a massive cover-up, if they choose to pursue that, which they may depending on public outrage, they will get in trouble. But remember the one cop that the FBI is investigating still. I don't know his name. But at the end of the documentary, they're like, FBI is investigating this bro. And I'm like, good. I got some more bros they need to investigate. I almost wrote a letter.
Did you?
Handwritten with a stamp. Decided not to.
That'd be effective, though.
nothing good happens after
3 a.m. No, it's like super late.
Do you guys have a fear of like something like this happening to you?
Yes, of course.
Yeah, when I've seen it air, I've been like, college is like just like that. Her whole life is just totally.
And imagine people that this has happened to that didn't have the means or the press to help dig them out.
Mhm.
There are probably a lot of people that come from unfortunate circumstances. Financially, they're racially profiled unfairly, that go through this and do not have the means to not dig themselves out because the machine is against them, unfairly against them. And sometimes the machine just needs to have someone be guilty so they can prove it works. It's not even always about targeting, like, we want to take this person down. Like, there are times where it's like, we have to get somebody because we have to be the winners because I want to run for office and don't just want to be the head DA. I want to be the mayor. I want to be. So they look for people unfairly. And the people that can't fight back are usually those without money or those that aren't white. And sucks.
Oh, and she's a pretty white woman. So
Yeah,
that works
or
in her
ugly,
favor.
or ugly. Ugly hurts too. Trust me. Been
Well,
there.
I'm saying like she
You been
came.
there?
Been there right now.
She had privilege with that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, because then I think about the girl that you had on your podcast on Bobbycast. That was the roommate that got
Oh,
wrongfully.
Amanda Knox.
Amanda Knox.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's crazy too. Like that's another fear that I have. Just like you randomly get accused of something that you weren't even part of.
Yeah, that's a crazy story. She's American. I think that worked against her big time. I think a fluent American. I think that got her. The hot American got her in Italy. That's why I have nothing to worry about.
Because you are.
I'm just an American, but I ain't hot.
Right.
You know? I only got mid to worry about. When I go to another country, though, I'm on my best behavior. It's
Just-
like
just
company.
in case?
It's like companies coming over. Oh yeah. It's like yes sir, no ma'am. Guten Tag.
Good nut.
I'm Guten Tag, Guten Tag everywhere I go.
I saw a TikTok of this guy in court. I guess he was getting sentenced or whatever, and the judge is like, "Did you really think that shirt was appropriate to wear to court today?" And it said, "The best farter in the world." And he was like, he tried to play it off like, "Best father in the world." She's like, "No, sir, I can read. It's farter."
Might have been his only clean shirt. You ever see the one where the guy went in for stealing the Dolphins jersey? It was part of his crime.
Yeah, and he
and
wore
he's
it.
wearing the Dolphins
Yes.
jersey.
There was one of a guy who got his license suspended, and he showed up virtually on Zoom. He was driving.
He was driving. I saw that one too. That was a good one. It's like, sir, are you driving right now?
He's like, no.
Yeah, but I think he had to take his wife to the doctor or something.
It doesn't matter.
It's still like,
Or he had a doctor's appointment. I remember there being something where I was like, oh, dang. He's got to get to that appointment.
But he can't
I know,
drive.
I know.
Yes. All right, that's what's up. Thank you guys.